Hi, I'm Andrew Soane. I'm Global Head of Marketing for Service Lines, Partnerships and Emerging Technologies at Thoughtworks. I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted to be named as a Future 100 winner. I'm grateful to Hot Topics and the judges. I'm also really humbled to be included in such a collection of amazing marketing leaders, many of whom are former colleagues or current partners who I have enormous respect for. So I'm also really proud to be included. So my word is relationships. Before coming into marketing roles, I spent 20 years in agencies, in advertising agencies, digital agencies, and so forth. And I think one of the things that helps you be successful in agencies is your relationship with your clients and how well you manage those relationships and building that trust and credibility and respect. And it's something that I've tried to bring with me as I've come into marketing, into in-house roles. And the way that I deal with my team or work with my team or the wider marketing community within the organization or any of my stakeholders, again, it's based on those relationships, on building that mutual trust, respect, credibility. This one was quite difficult. I'm gonna nominate our existing campaign, so Thoughtworks' current 2024 Demand Gen campaign, which actually we launched it 2 months ago. It's been an incredible amount of hard work by my team and lots of other people right across the marketing function. It's vast in its scope. It's going to talk to all of our major service clusters. So it's focused around AI and Gen AI, data and analytics, managed services, modernization, platforms, cloud, customer experience and products and so forth. So it's a vast scope in terms of all of the different service areas it covers. It's a huge geographical scope because it's global. So we're targeting North America, Latin America, Europe, India, Middle East, and APAC. So it's vast from that perspective. And it's really all encompassing. It's an omni-channel campaign across everything. So it's digital media, social, website, obviously. We're running events. We've just, we're 2-3 months into it. We've already launched 3 major pieces of thought leadership with big partners like Wired and Forbes and MIT Tech Review and so forth. So it's been a huge campaign. We are only 2 months in. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, technology has been through such fundamental change for the last 20, 30 years, but that rate of change has probably never been as fast as it is today with AI and generative AI in particular. Clients are really interested in talking about AI and thinking about the role that it plays in their organization, the business. And I think what we've tried to focus on has been how can we help organizations move away from kind of experimentation and proof of concepts and scale AI in order for it to have transformative impact on their business, as I say, at scale and speed. And that's I think resonating with clients everywhere. I'm going to pull out an example from 2012, which is kind of ancient history, and it's in terms of my kind of career choices that I made. And 2012 is, pretty long time ago. I was listening to the Google Marketing Live event from Mountain View yesterday, and they were talking about the first Google Marketing Live event that took place in 2013 and how the world is a completely different place. And it is really. I mean, the internet was around in 2012, but it was nothing like it is today. It had, 2.5 billion users worldwide, which is roughly half of what it is today. At that point, Facebook and LinkedIn had been around for 8 or 9 years. The iPhone had been with us for 5 years. BlackBerry was still king. Alexa hadn't been invented. Your broadband speed was about 1/6 of what it is, today. So internet was here, but it was nothing like as advanced or as developed, obviously, as it is today. I'd been working at that point for, 20 years in agencies, and very kind of corporate established agencies. So I worked, operating businesses of Omnicom and Publicis and those kind of organizations. And I knew that I wanted to go and work in technology consulting, client side, in a marketing role, because I'd worked on accounts like EY in my past. But I also knew that I needed more digital experience, this thing that was just beginning to happen. So I left these sort of very corporate agencies and I moved to this really small 30-strong agency in London. There were 30 of us in a small office about a mile away from from the London Silicon Roundabout. My wife thought I was absolutely crazy to sort of make this risk of going from very established to, much smaller agencies. And it was, it was an amazing experience. I learned an awful lot. I was also the oldest person in the agency by some way. My boss, the CEO, was, at least 10 years my junior, if not more, and younger than me. They used to tease me constantly. We used to have arguments about what was going to be played on the office music playlist. They called me the grandfather or the father or the dad of the agency. But I learnt an awful lot, an extraordinary amount about digital marketing, and not just about the sort of the principles and the theory about digital marketing, but actually the mechanics of how it works. So, how do you build a web page? How does Google index your web pages? How does programmatic marketing work, programmatic advertising work? What does good user experience look like, and so forth? So, real lessons in terms of how it worked. And it really helped me. I mean, I was only, the plan was to be there for a year and a half. I was actually there for 4 years because I continued to learn. I continued to be stretched, which was a really fantastic experience. And then I did make the switch and moved into marketing roles in technology consulting, largely because of that experience. But actually the lessons have been with me ever since. Whilst obviously technology has continued to change, the fundamentals of what I learned in that small digital agency, have been with me ever since. And it's turned out to be a really great investment on my career.